my parents love Seinfeld. Like my earliest memories were like
The guy or the show?
both.
Both.
Like my earliest memories were like I remember like my parents like giving me a bath and then putting me on their bed and then Seinfeld being on. Like
That's funny.
I
And you were like, I'm
that.
14, stop bathing me.
Yeah. I was at 14, try 19. I was like, but I remember. It is funny how like you just like when you're little you just remember random things.
Sure.
Like I remember like looking up. Like laying down on the bed and like seeing it and like seeing like the opener when he's always like doing something. I'm like, what's the deal with this?
Yeah.
And I remember not thinking anything of it.
Which, by
but
the
just,
way, is usually bad. I'm rewatching Seinfeld, and most of his opening bits are not very funny to me.
Are you
No.
kidding me? They're great.
I mean,
I
I
guess
like
it
them,
depends
but
on the season, but I feel like there was one that I saw recently where I was like,
well, they kind of
Oh.
set the scene for the episode.
Yeah.
They're
Sure.
also not real. They
No,
were
I
staged.
figured that. I
Yeah, they
figured
were
that. I
He's
figured
narrating the episode as like a synopsis.
right, but sometimes I'm like, you could have given me something else.
I kind of know
Maybe
what you
it's
mean.
just
I
the
mean,
most recent one that I watched.
I mean,
top
look,
of
here-
mine was kind of not good.
I
fair.
love Jerry Seinfeld. A lot of people don't
I
like
love
him
the
and
show.
stuff, whatever.
I watch it often, obviously.
I love Jerry Seinfeld, and I think I love the show, and I think Jerry Seinfeld is funny too. I love
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld. I know. Larry David was the runner. Shut up. I know. I like Larry David too. Stop.
Yeah.
But no, I love Seinfeld. But I will say a critique of him that I do understand is not really a critique. It's really more like I think he is probably the best example of like the formula of comedy.
Sure.
Where like
He's the guy.
sometimes
He's the
he'll
what's the
say
deal with
something.
airline food guy.
Yeah, what's the deal with airline
Yep.
food? But it's like he will sometimes say jokes, or for example, his stand-up specials are hilarious. Some of the ones like you're saying in the beginning of the episodes, I feel like he'll say something and you may not like laugh out loud, but you're like, that's
That was
funny,
good.
and that was good.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh my god, he's good. Like he just is. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it. He
I wish
just,
I could
like,
remember
I
the
feel like
one
he could
that
be
I
a
just
rapper.
saw.
He's just got all the metaphors.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think he kind of zeroed in on that, like, the cool dad that's not that cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
totally.
Like, it
Because
just...
he totally embraces like being corny, like
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like, hey.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I think it's cool. And I think, is he, like, a pioneer? No, because there were people that were doing that as well. But, like, was he able to, like, commercialize it and, like, have a lot of great success and, like, brand it his way? And also pretty much stay true to who he was.
yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
If
Like,
we're
he's
talking-
the worst actor on Seinfeld for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
can I tell you something? I think that's by design.
Right.
Like, not by design necessarily, but like, when people, he's a great comedian.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think he would say he's a great actor either.
No.
And when people tell me they don't like Seinfeld because he's not a good actor, I'm like, you're
missing the point.
the point of the show is that he's the neutral
Right.
in the middle
He's
of
you.
this chaos.
The viewer.
Right, he's the viewer. He's the
Yeah.
benevolent viewer
Right.
who is
Who asks all the obvious questions that you also are asking.
and he is buoyed by the cast of characters
Yeah.
that bring in their own shit to everything.
It's
Like,
funny. I now I'm on like season. I've seen plenty of it through the years, but I'm on Netflix. I'm on like season 4 or 5
have
right
you
now.
never finished it? Like,
No, not straight
Oh, no
through.
way.
Not straight through. Yeah.
Wait till the last episode.
I'm familiar with the last
Okay.
episode, which is.
did you
kind
hate it
of
or
a
did you
bummer.
like it?
I hated it, but I liked what Curb Your Enthusiasm did to, like, correct it.
I just thought it's funny that like halfway through, Kramer gets a pop every time he comes in, and I'm like, you know him. He's a main character.
Bro, he fucking ran that show.
Yo,
Yeah. It's
Kramer?
just so funny that like people got excited for him as if they were surprised, like the way that you would with like a celebrity cameo, you know?
Right. Like it's like they cheer because he comes in going like,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
he does that
He
every.
does it every episode, yeah.
But
you guys new here?
I think what's cool about him is he disrupts whatever moment is in there.
Sure.
So now you've introduced the foil, and there's like a relief of like, oh, I didn't know where it was going, but it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
he's about to take it somewhere else.
Dude,
Right.
it is a masterfully crafted show.
Yeah.
It really is. I understand, obviously, everyone has their preferences and shit, but you don't have to like Seinfeld. But when I see people who hate it or say it's not funny, I'm like, I don't think you have a good sense of humor.
Sure.
I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not saying Seinfeld is the funniest guy. I'm not saying, like, but, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you couldn't like that show. It's just so fucking...
comfy.
It's so fun and stupid.
Well,
Like,
as a little kid watching it on TV, I was like, this is so boring.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah.
yeah. No,
can't-
you need to be like 25 at least
Yeah.
to start
Yeah.
to be like I remember when I was like, yeah, like you have to like go through like your first breakup and then you're like, oh, okay, George is funny. I
Yeah.
get
Right,
George.
right.
You know, or you have to
Yeah.
get like rejected and then you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, as a kid, you're like, this guy's annoying.
yeah, you're like, God, everyone's
Stop
voice.
complaining.
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, I think you really like Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Because
wacky.
he's slapsticky. And you know, it's funny, I read something that said that Kramer was like the leading person in international markets.
Yeah.
Like when they would show it in like Japan or
He
in,
does seem like a character that was not written to be as main in the cast as he ended up being. Like it seems like he
No.
himself stole the show a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's an undeniable talent, dude. I mean, he's got a set at the Laugh Factory that's incrable. You guys have to see. I mean, it's really
where,
fucking
where he's shouting at the balcony.
no, listen. But he like.
I'm glad that I've worked with comedians long enough to get the reference.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
'cause if you
But-
said that to me 4 years ago, I would have been like, huh?
God, man, that really. You know what? He might have been the first viral video.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Damn.
Dude, that
He
was
really-
some good crowd work.
I'll tell you what, man. He really might have been the first like cell phone video.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Well, he's
Not
definitely the
literally,
reason
but
why they
yes.
started taking cell phones at live comedy
Oh my
shows.
God, they probably did. Did they never used to? Well, I guess people didn't have phones.
It didn't matter.
And
as
then you're right.
much,
People
yeah.
probably only had phones for like a few years.
And it looked like shit, and you would kind of go, why would anyone post that anywhere?
And I also think, dude, can I tell you the truth too? I think that when cell phones first came out, people were way more courteous about it.
Sure.
Like people, like I remember, well, I even remember, like, I'm sure our parents are all the same. Like my dad, like will like put his phone down in the other room and then go
Yeah.
into the living
Yeah.
room. And I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What? What if someone texts you? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's so like, so I feel like people probably just, you didn't have to ask anyone to take out your phone because like you're a dick if you took your phone.
Yeah,
what are
you're
you
like,
doing? We're
why
at a show.
it was
like,
uncool. Yeah, absolutely.
like it is like so okay now to just like
That also speaks to that scene,
over
that moment being so shocking that someone went,
right.
have to
They were probably
record
like,
this.
I don't even know. I'm just gonna record it. Like
Yeah.
someone's probably like, did you record that?
They were
with
No
probably
one's
like,
gonna believe
this is
me."
hilarious. Everyone online is also gonna think this is funny."
hilarious. And then everyone went, and then he never worked again.
Bro, I was glad that he was back in Curb. Curb is a great show.
Yeah.
Talk about having fun, man. Is Larry David?
Who was
Yeah.
I talking to about Curb like yesterday? Maybe it was my mom. I don't remember what the bit was. Sorry. Move on.
No, I just feel like Larry David is so inspiring because I mean he's obviously a creative genius and he's so funny, but he kind of like what you said about Jerry, like he kept his he totally never changed. And like I just, you know, life is so weird and difficult and confusing that I think that even if you don't like exactly what a person is doing, if you just see someone like doing their thing and having fun, like doing it their way, you have to respect
Yeah.
it. Like Larry David, there are clips you can find online of Larry David going on stage to do stand up and then just leaving. Just going
Yeah.
like, fuck this. I'm not like,
Yeah.
like, dude, now that's a little extreme too.
Right.
But I'm like, is that like do you reach that point of having fun by realizing what you don't have fun in, and do you immediately dead it? Do you be polite about it? Like I'm like, what's
That
the
is
right?
kind of the Larry David thing to be like,
Yeah.
I'm no longer enjoying this, and I will
Bye.
no longer continue doing it.
Right, and it's like I would argue, has had a fun life. He probably disagree with his attitude, but
Sure.
like, I guess it's like, do you? There's a really great Steve Jobs quote where he's like, success isn't saying yes to all the great stuff. It's saying no to all the other great stuff.
Sure. I like that.
So it's like, if you're trying to have fun in your life, you got to think about
Pick
what
your
you want.
priorities.
Yeah, pick your kind of fun. Like
Yeah,
make your
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.